Hello, Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world. So, back again. No Miss Kitty today, which is a very rare and unusual way for me to spend my time. But Miss Kitty is actually up somewhere above where I'm at, actually. Working with the Forest Service today, identifying plants, and I could have went along, but you know, man, it sounds great. I like identifying plants and looking at flowers and all that for a couple hours, but they're going up there for like a full day, man. 8 or 9 hours of identifying plants. So I thought, I don't think I want to do that. So I said, I'll go fishing. So me and Kai, Miss Kitty's out doing it. She just, you know, her and Kevin D both, man, they just love. I mean, I'm totally into all the herbalist, you know, and learning everything I can about it, but I ain't much into going out and identifying plants for hours on end when I can be catching fish. So, I'm going to carry the camera along with me, get my fishing stuff, and we're going to go find us some fishing holes and see if we can catch us some fish. Alright, so we hiked back in there a ways, down to the creek, and just coasting down the road now. But when we got back in there, Kai started acting all weird and growling and just acting real strange, and I hadn't even, you know, little tiny creek, hadn't really got ready to fish it or nothing, and then just decided that it was better just to get the heck on out of there. So we're moseying on down the road here to see, checking out this camp, man, make sure there ain't no welfare wood. We're gonna mosey on down here to see what else we can find. I didn't want to get ate by no bear. So if nothing else, man, we're taking you on Idaho back roads. Love me some Idaho back roads. Yeah, man, a little welfare wood. Even all the years being up here in these here mountains, there's still a lot of roads that I have never been on. It's my goal, man, is to be on every road in Idaho. Here's a piece of pipe for it's all grown into that tree. Let's see what the creek looks like over here. Little hole. Whoa, guy, did you go swimming, dude? Woo, come on, man. Oh, dude, that's close. It's close, guy. I'll skip that one. Yeah. Let's see what else we can find, buddy. Let's grab that wood. She's just looking at us. Guy doesn't even see her. Just take a little stroll. High desert. Got some sagebrush. We're up a pretty dang high. I'd say we're probably close to 6,000 feet right now. Kind of high desert. There's the creeks are. Have to go down into canyons, man. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Probably gonna have to drop down off of the top here to find some fishing areas. Right now, just treasure hunting, man. Nature's treasures. But it's nice out here. But today is actually supposed to be the hottest day that we've had this year. They're predicting up here, I think it was 94 or 95 degrees, and that's the beginning. Summer's here, man, as of today. It's supposed to be in the high 90s for the rest of the week and into the next week. And we're probably going to go from moderate fire danger to extreme. And man, just in a week or whatever since I was up this high, I mean, and it's just... stuff is just drying out. See, the soil down there is still pretty nice, but man, and that's all the stuff, you know, all this is just fuel. Fuel for the fire, man. Fuel for the fire. Alright, man. Still out here on these here Idaho back roads. And this one, I haven't film the last section. I'll try to film it going out, man. This one's a pretty it's pretty dang gnarly spots along here. Came up and over, and this road headed down, so I thought I'd go down to the bottom to see the creek. And I don't know if you can tell right now, but going down to the bottom, there's a small little creek, and now he's headed back up. So if we don't find us a creek here pretty soon, I'm gonna have to be turning around and going to do me some fishing. All right, man. I'm still trucking along here. My problem out here on these roads is I always want to see what's around that next bend, so it keeps me going and going and going. Holy crap, what a birdie up here. Look at that. We talk about high desert. We're sitting on earlier when I said there's no way we were at 6,000, because we're at like 4,200 feet right now. So earlier when I was saying we might be at like 6,000, no way. So we're not, might have been a little higher than we are now, but not much. Alright, let's see around this next bend, but I gotta find a place to turn around, man. I think this road's turned into a four-wheeler trail. Oh no, man, look, wide open highway. I'd really like to see what's around that next bend, but I think I'm gonna turn around and go drop down and find a fishing hole. High centered. Oh, crap. Let's see what we got going on here. Man, I love this green bean. She's so great. Oh. So I'm hiking back from this down here, checking out this area. Let's see this, man. I love my ponderosa. Ponderosa pine's my favorite, so I come over to look. You know, pretty good sized pondo. At the top, man, snapped off. Still green though, still alive, and I'm just getting ready to kick along like this. And you know, of course, I'm always, you know, being a treasure hunter and a mushroom hunter and all that. You know, I'm always watching the ground, always. And as I go to move like this, I just catch a glimpse right here, and I haven't touched it yet. I got down there to look and see exactly what it was before I did. Do you see anything down there? And if you catch the sun just right, I'll look. You see it? See it? See it? See it? I'll look back in here. Look at that. Oh, Prince Albert in the can, baby. Now what in the heck? I want to know the story of that. You know, was it an old logger, man? Probably an old logger. You know, when they logged this area, because that can, let's see. It's something you want to be careful with these cans. You know, back in the day, I haven't got to look at this can, so I'll guesstimate about the age of it. But back in the day, these old metal Prince Albert cans, you know, they obviously had their tobacco and stuff in it. But after they would use their tobacco, the miners and loggers and all that would use them for their compression caps and, you know, charges for, you know, explosives. And I mean, you just never know. They also used it to put their gold and all kinds of stuff in. So, but you want to be careful. What I was going to say is, man, don't pick it up and start shaking it, because if it was some kind of explosive, it could blow you up. So I was just kind of moving around gently. I was pressed down in the dirt. No, it's not rusted through. That's crazy. That's not rusted through. So don't shake it. I actually moved them very gently, but that set this down. Try to get it to see. But what I did, man, was gently take it. This is just precaution, man. Just precaution. And get that, which is a bummer, because sometimes you might end up seeing, I don't know what the heck. There's some black. Almost. You know, I really don't know what's in this, so I'm just gonna actually haul this one out, and I would guess this one, this tin probably 1950s. You can identify them a lot more, the seam and everything. That could be, I would guess the 50s, late 40s, or well, through the 60s maybe. Anyway, I'm taking that bad boy home. I haven't found a good old, find a lot of Prince Albert cans. The one side might actually clean up, but there's no, I don't see any complete rust holes in that. So cool. So we'll take that home. We'll put it in there. We'll go get back to the green bean. We'll kind of dump it out and see what, if there's, can identify what the heck's in it. Dude, I just went through that, hit the record button, and I missed the whole dang thing, I think. But I dumped it out. I showed the whole thing, but I don't know what happened to the camera. But looked like there were some remnants of tobacco and dirt. So anyways, I'm gonna put that in my little treasure box, and we'll go home and I'll try to get that crease out of it. But it's not some valuable thing, but it's still pretty dang cool. Still rusty gold, man, found in the hills. I want to know the story, man, of the old boy, man. He's, you know, it was 1940s or 50s, man, up there with his old school logging boots and the 501s rolled up. So cool. Oh, I love all that. All right, come on, Kyle. All right, so now, hopefully we can find us a fishing hole. Come on, get in. Get in, old man. I'm gonna find you some drink of water. So down here on a creek, running pretty dang low. I'm gonna work down here a little bit for some crumb of pole and see if I can find some pockets. But man, all the little creeks up and everything is pretty dang low as we're getting into summer here. And then when I went and after that crazy road that we were on, man, the green bean kept on dying. I was messing around with the ignition and it started sparking. So I had to hold it till I got down somewhere, man, where there's some shade and closer to where I wanted to be, and messed around with it and got it working for now. Definitely something I'm gonna have to work with. So I'm hoping I don't so I'm gonna work this creek. I'm gonna get my fishing pole and see if I can find some holes. This may not turn out to be quite the fishing video that I was hoping for, because it's I don't know what time, man, later in the day, 1 or 2, man, and hot. We're gonna see, man. I'm gonna put my wading shoes on, wait if I can find something to wade in. Obviously I'm gonna be there. Anyway, we'll figure it out here in a few. Well, we caught one little one. We'll go find a that's pretty shallow hole. It's just one hole. I'm not gonna carry the camera, but I'm gonna now fish a couple holes here, and then we're gonna john up the creek a little bit farther. Oh, that felt good. All right, so now we'll check back in. All right, man. I might end up stopping at another spot or two, but we'll get on the back side of one of the holes, and it means that the 4th of July fell on a Wednesday. I think a lot of people, a lot of flatlanders, out of staters and stuff took the whole week off, which is good for them, you know. For a Thursday up here in my mountains, it sure is kind of busy. After I dropped out, you get on those roads that I was on earlier, you don't see nobody. Who the heck's stupid enough to go on those roads? Anyways, I got to do a little fishing, man. I caught, I think 3. I think I only got 1 or 2 on film. I don't remember how much I filmed. So sorry it didn't turn out to be a huge fishing day. Like I said, I might stop down here at a couple. I don't know. If I do, I'll cut it in if I get any footage of it. And then there's a slash pile up here that I've seen with a couple big slabs in it that I'm probably going to have to check out. Man, other than that, man, that was it. Little Idaho back roads adventure. A little fun. I'll be glad to get my Miss Kitty back in here with me. I tried to put Kai up here, man. He just jumped out the window, so that didn't work. I guess he don't want to be up here with me. He likes that back where he can bite limbs and all that. So, that's something fun and exciting happens. And then, whoa, man, here comes somebody. Bear hunter. Bear hunter, man. Anyway, so good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow.